to station WDMTT. What a
music.
beautiful day it is. With me today is my co-host and handicapper, Mark Yates. Mark, how has your day been?
Oh, it's been great. How about you?
I'm doing fine. Well, let's check in with our roving reporter, Theo Yates, and see what kind of mischief he's up to. Theo?
Hi, Denise. Yes, I'm here in the infield today, and I have a few people out here in the infield with me. Today, I have Goofy, which let's talk to him real quick. Who do you like in this race today, Goofy?
Oh, I like Peter Pandemic.
You like Peter Pandemic. Why is it the fact that you like Peter Pandemic?
He can fly! He can fly! He can fly!
Well, there you have it, Denise. He can fly. Back to you.
Well, we are getting ready for the first race, but let's everyone stand and take part in our national anthem. Unfortunately, there's technical difficulty on this part. It'll be just momentarily. Sorry about the dead airspace. We're getting there.
Oh, that was great, Denise. Let's look at the first race.
I see you have picked Little Munchkin, T-Man, and Patriots as your favorites. Is there any particular reason for your pick?
Well, not really. I'm just looking at the jockeys that are on these guys and the talent that's really coming forward on everything that we see here. I'm thinking that we're probably going to see Little Munchkin probably take this race.
Personally, I'm partial to Sarge, and I hope he wins. Oh my, we have the first scratch of the day. Theo, you're in the paddock. We have heard that Hammy has been sneaking away. What do you know about this horse?
Well, it turns out that Hammy is scratched from the race. It's because of his owner, or his jockey, Gomer Pyle. He keeps disappearing on us. So if we find him before this race, we'll try to get him in, but it's very doubtful.
Okay, the horses are coming to the post. This is the Goofy Maiden Race sponsored by Disney, and it is a half furlong. So the horse 1 is Sarge, ridden by jockey Logan Jackman. Number 2 is Little Munchkin, ridden by Sloan Peterson. Number 3 is Z Money, ridden by Kennedy Court. Number 4 is T-Man, ridden by Patrick Day. And number 5, the long shot, Patriots, is ridden by Reagan Garcia. You may take your things off of mute so y'all can cheer for your horses. And as we're getting ready, the horses are good coming to the gate.
Get ready.
Can we bet?
Little munchkin.
Which one are we going for, Zany? Z Money?
Hammy scratch.
Z Money takes the early lead.
Woo! Z Money!
And then Patriots is not far behind.
Come on, Z Money!
Sarge is only going slow. T-Man's catching up.
Yeah, go T-Man.
And we got them neck and neck, number 3 and number 2.
Woo!
Come on, T-Man.
Number 2.
So,
Go T-Man.
Go team.
and Sarge is catching up.
Nice.
Z-Money and Z-Money wins the race.
Oh, Z-Money. Yeah.
First winner of the day.
Yeah, they're doing the races.
I don't know how many of you had that, but that was Z. Z-Money won that race.
Whoa.
Woo!
Woo, and Ann got her way on here.
I
All right.
did.
What a race. Well, that, like I said,
Yeah,
that
everybody's
was
doing
Z-Money ridden by Kennedy Court that won that race.
Woo! Z Money!
So, our next race is the novel Corona Maiden Race, sponsored by Corona Beer. There are some infectious names in this group, and we are going to go back out to Theo here in just a moment. There's a technical difficulty by my man here, and we've practiced this a couple of times today. But anyway, so let's go back to Theo and see who he is talking to in the paddock.
Yes.
Theo, are you there yet?
What?
I'm not seeing him yet. Oh, there he is. There's Theo.
Denise, I am here in the paddock. Whew, give me just 1 second.
Here you are.
First of all, I'm enjoying a nice Corona beer.
Gotta,
Who's our sponsor for this next race?
I'll get it to your face. I gotta see where you are.
And put it on mute, honey.
Oh, how?
Oh, it should
And
be.
second of all, I have the owner of Bye Bye
Here, I'll do it, Ann. I'll do it, Ann.
Excuse me. Your horse is Bye Corona. How do you feel about this race?
Well, obviously, my horse is the best. He is going to win it all this year. And we might have to watch out for Whopping Wuhan because he could give me some competition, but I'm not too worried about it.
Well, there you go, Denise. He's very in favor of his horse. Back to you.
Thank you. Mark, I see you have Whopping Wuhan, Viral Infection, and Bye Corona as your picks. What was your thinking on these choices?
Well, I think Whopping Wuhan is going to take this race. I've just got a feeling that Bye Corona, yeah, might be in the second place, but I don't think that the horse has really got it in it.
I would really like to finish with Corona Beer coming in show anyway. Well, the horses have been called to the post for the novel Corona Maiden Race, sponsored by Corona Beer. It's a 3/4 furlong. So the first horse is Corona Kingdom, ridden by Cole King. The second horse is COVID is Easier to Say, ridden by Reagan Garcia. Number 3 is Whopping Wuhan, and in the irons is Logan Jackman. Number 4 is Viral Infection, ridden by our favorite Patrick Day. Number 5 is Corona Sun, ridden by Kennedy Court. And number 6 is Corona Beer, and in the irons is Taylor Lannery. And last but not least is number 7, Bye Corona, ridden by Sloan Peterson. So we're going to get the horses up here, and they're heading into the gate now.
Look, the horses are going to race again. Come on, right here on the screen. Come on over.
Those people
That's Brandon and Paige.
doesn't look like them.
Okay, I unmuted you, Ann.
Thank you.
That way you can cheer.
Okay,
All
well,
right,
meet me when
and
it's
they're
over.
off.
Go, Bubba, bye, Corona.
And
Number 7.
COVID is easier
Go
to say.
Logan Jackman.
And then we got viral infection.
Go number 3.
And viral or Whooping Wuhan takes the lead.
Go!
Corona Sun is seated, coming neck and
Where's
neck.
number 7?
Come on, take the inside. Take the
Go
inside.
Whooping
All
Wuhan.
right, we got
Inside, come on.
Go.
Go,
Whopping Wuhan's taking the lead
Come
again.
on, get up there.
Corona in this?
He's in the very end. Come on, let's go.
Come on.
Go, baby, go.
Oh, come on, come baby, go. Let's go.
Go Whopping Wuhan.
All right, Corona Sun is taking the lead.
Go.
So we're coming down to the stretch, people. We're coming down to the stretch.
Come on, Whopping
And
Wuhan.
unfortunately, Corona Kingdom and COVID is easier to say is in the last.
Come
Oh,
on.
there we go. COVID is easier to shake him up. And number 3 wins. Whopping Wuhan.
Yay.
That was my horse.
Good race. Good race.
Yay.
So Whopping Wuhan wins that race.
On balls to see how many moves they did.
And
This is great.
we sure didn't think that race would end like that.
Mom, I think we heard y'all.
You did?
I expected it.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you, Mom.
Oh,
Hey, I love your hat. What's your hat? What kind of hat do you have, Mom?
I have a derby hat.
I like
This,
that. Well, and
this
what
is my
year-
dress hat.
It's your dress hat. And
Love
what-
it, Mimi.
And what about Grandy's hat there?
Love you. Oh, he's a Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh,
Love
and
it, Randy.
okay.
Rough Rider. He's a Rough Rider.
All right. Well, we didn't think that race would end like that, but let's see what's happening in the infield. Theo, what is happening out there? Theo, are you out there?
Oh, hi, Denise. How are you?
Yeah, you can hear us now. You
I'm
can't
in the
hear
infield.
him.
I think we're having a ton of fun out here. As you can tell, I'm out of breath. Just look over there. Someone, he's walking this way. He can't necessarily see. He's playing frisbee golf since they can't do porta potty runs anymore. And give me a second. Oh, whoa, he's coming. Whoa. All right, sir. Do you care who wins this next race? Are you paying attention to any of the horses?
Heck no, I'm not watching no horses. How can I see anything? I'm over here just trying to play some frisbee golf in between games. You know, we're trying to make sure that no one gets hit, but I mean, I can't really tell if they get hit or not. Oh, sorry, I can't see anything. All right, but you know what? I like some horses in this race. You know who I like?
Who you like?
I liked hoarding toilet paper because it lets loose out of that gate. And you know what else? No, let loose.
Oh, whoa.
You want to know what else let loose?
Whoa.
Woo! Woo! I hope I can find my frisbee.
Frisbee golf. Back to you.
Thank you.
That was great.
You know, this next race is sponsored by Pam, and I know you like cooking with that. Theo?
Sorry, Denise. I was a little quick off the mic, but yes, I like it so much. I actually have some with me right now. Pam, the sponsor of this next race.
That is
Back to
more
you.
than I needed to know. Mark, why don't you tell me about your picks for the Pam-demic Essential Race?
Well, I'd like to choose. Well, I'm really favoring need hand sanitizer and 6 foot distance and hoarding toilet paper, just because I think those 3 combinations are going to get us through this. And here the horses are calling to the post.
All right, this is the Pam-demic Starter Essential Race sponsored by Pam. It's a three-quarter furlong turf race. And our first horse is 3D Printer, ridden by Reagan Garcia. The number 2 horse is Retool Factory, ridden by Sloan Peterson. Number 3 is Need Hand Sanitizer, and in the irons is Patrick Day. Number 4 is 6 Foot Distance, which is ridden by Cole King. Number 5 is Hoard Toilet Paper, which is another shortage in this town, ridden by Logan Jackman. And number 6, Distillery Helping, which you know that Yates Electric is one company that did get hand sanitizer through a distillery, and that horse is ridden by Kennedy Court. So next we will have the horses coming to the post here, and in the moment they'll be in the gate, and then we'll get the next race started.
Here. Here we got a cheer for her.
No, 3/4. They need to come up. Yeah.
Taylor's hat, Paige Elizabeth's hat really looks like it ought to be out at the Derby.
All right. Rings the bell. All right, they're at the gate.
And I unmuted you too.
All right, we're unmuted now so they can hear us. Hi, Lynn and Carol.
Hand sanitizer takes the early lead.
Oh,
woo! And 1 is going ahead of it. 3D printer.
come on, 6 foot distance.
5-2.
Come on, TP. We need you.
Okay, and we got and 2 take the Retool Factory.
Cole King is riding.
And the last one out of there is 6 Foot Distance. But right now in the lead, we got 3D printer.
Come on, 6 foot distance.
Woo! So Distillery Helping is a little nudging ahead.
Come on,
And they're equal with the 3D printer. All right, Need Hand Sanitizer took the lead.
Yay.
And now we got, so we got horses just, they're spread out in this race. The horses are all spread out.
This is great.
And there we go.
Go team!
Oh, they're making their move. Boy, they're just not going. Oh man, it's getting close.
Go team! Oh, number 6.
Paper is our winner.
Toilet paper.
I told you it was going to be there.
Oh,
It's
her
a-
toilet paper, which is written
No.
by Logan Jackman.
You see everybody popping up there?
Denise, I told you Hard Paper was one of my favorites songs.
Yes, it was.
Their house, Carol.
Well, so you thought that one turned out the way you
His
it
family
would.
are
should.
I'm going to start drinking.
So
And I'm going to
anyway.
mute you again.
Theo,
Okay.
how did you do in this race? Do I have Theo out there? He may it takes him. a little
You
bit.
do indeed have me on, Denise. Sorry about the long hug. You're really working me here.
Speak up a little bit, Theo. Can hardly hear
I
you.
did really well. I really like that the jockey on that last horse. I'm a big fan of Jackman. You know.
Oh, okay. Are you able to talk to someone out there about the next race in the paddock?
Yes, I do. I have a gentleman about a different horse in the race. Sir, what is your name?
Rooster Cogburn.
All right, Mr. Rooster Cogburn. What do you like about the? Or my bad. I want to ask you about a horse in the next race. What do you think about Rep Therapy?
Mom, watch
His
this.
breathing's good. He can win the race.
All right. Well, what do you think about the horse?
Talk
The
louder.
horse is a little bit wired up, but I don't feel. I'll be shocked if he comes in.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think about the long shot Plumber's Helper?
He has some crap odds, but he can let loose on the track.
Well, there you have it, Denise. A horse
Well-
that might let loose on the track.
So what horse is your favorite, Theo, in this race?
I like everybody's EMT or everyone's EMT. The horse looks like a good horse, and I like the jockey with the last name of King. You know, he has to be a winner if that's his last name, right?
Damn.
Right. Thank you, Theo. Mark, let's talk about your picks. Dependable doctor, nurturing nurse, and rest therapy.
Well, you know, out of all 3 of those, I think Rest Therapy is going to take this just because they got a breath of fresh air.
Personally, I really like all the front runners in this race. Now let's see the lineup of race 4, which is the Essential Workers Race sponsored by Clark Memorial. It's 1 furlong. And number 1, here it is Heating the Way, jockeyed by James Cameron. Number 2 is Plumber's Helper, ridden by Taylor Lannery. Number 3 is Dependable Doctor, ridden by Reagan Garcia. And number 4 is Nurturing Nurse, and Kennedy Court is in the irons. Number 5 is Famous Pharmacist, ridden by Logan Jackman. Number 6 is Electrician's Wire, ridden by Patrick Day. Number 7 is Rest Therapy, ridden by Sloan Peterson. And number 8 is Everyone's EMT, ridden by Cole King. And number 9 is Police Officer, ridden by Brittany Spears. So, when the last horse gets into the gate, we will be ready to start the next race. So give us just a moment.
And I unmuted you.
Thank you. Who are we going for? Pick a horse. Oh, let's go respiratory therapy.
Hey, Bethel, I like your hat.
Oh, can you see it?
Yeah, it looks great.
You like my
Leading
hat?
the way, take the way.
Oh, woo!
Plumber's Helper's in the lead.
Oh, here we go.
Everyone's EMT is going to be tied with number 2.
No, this is the race we're running right now.
Nurse and Electrician's Wire.
And that one's good. Number Electrician's Wires up there in the front.
Go number 8.
And so is number 9, Police Officer. We've got a close race going on here,
Plumber's
folks.
Helper.
A lot of them in the front there.
Go Plumber's Helper. Go Plumber's Helper.
What are you going to do?
Unfortunately, Dependable Doctor's kind of slow.
Hey. How about Plumber's Helper? Get going.
So we got Plumber's Helper and Everyone's EMT tied. And so number 6 Fire and Heating the Way. Ready to come down the stretch. This is going to be a tough race.
Come on,
We got a lot of people tied up here. And in the lead, we've got Police Officer. Police Officer is in the lead.
Come on, 7.
Go Plumber's Helper.
Come on, 6 and 4. 6 and 4.
And our winner is Rest Therapy. Written by Sloan Peterson.
Yeah, respiratory therapy.
Yes, folks, that was Rest Therapy ridden by Sloan Peterson that won that race.
Didn't I tell you, Denise, that was the one? That was the one that I had picked because it was a breath of fresh air.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Mark. Now we're coming up to a special race. Number 5 is the vaccine race. It is sponsored by no one because there isn't one yet. I have my fingers crossed there will be one soon because we need the money. Some of these horses hold a special place with some owners just because you can look at the names and see the love. We're going to the infield to hear about the latest scratch in this race, and Mark has decided on a change of scenery, so he's going to be in the infield. Mark?
I think so. Is the video on?
Up there you are.
Hi. Yeah,
Back up. We see your tie.
All right. How about now?
Now we can see you.
There we go. Here we go. Hi, I'm in the infield. Unfortunately, we had a horse scratch from this. It was Forgivable Loan, number 7. Not everyone is seeing the benefit of this from the this horse running, by the way.
Well, by the way, Mark, what's happening in the infield there?
Well, we got a couple of guys that like to do the chest bump, and they decided to bump up their game a little bit, and it looks like this.
That's very amusing. Can someone get hurt doing that?
No, it just goes to show you the guys are just full of hot air. Back to you, Denise.
I'm looking I don't know. They sure aren't leaving each other alone out there. In looking at this lineup, I think click list odds are more favorable than I remember from my personal experience in seeing him in the races. Mark is taking a short break right now, but I would agree with Mark on number 3, Liquor Store Happy. He is one of my favorites, but I don't know if the odds are right on Stimulus Check because not everyone has seen him race, but I think he should come in. Oh, I think he's coming back now. And the cat had to have a treat. Okay. Would you like to tell us why you picked Weekly Grocery in this race?
Well, I picked one of 3 or 4 that I picked here. Weekly Grocery. Well, I don't think Weekly Grocery is going to actually come in first. It's probably going to be more like third. But we always have to go to the grocery at least once a week. Anyway, Liquor Store Happy and then Forgivable Loan. Well, that was one of my picks that just got scratched.
All right. Well, the horses are coming out now. And this is the 5 vaccine race sponsored by no one because there isn't one yet. It's 1 1/4 furlongs. And our first horse is Weekly Grocery being ridden by Sloan Peterson. Number 2 is Wally World ridden by Cole King. Number 3 is Liquor Store Happy with Kennedy Court in the irons. Then we have Click List with Logan Jackman riding him. Number 5 is Test, Test, Test by Reagan Garcia riding him. And number 6 is Stimulus Check ridden by Patrick Day. We are getting the horses in the gate. And the next race should start here very soon. Wally World takes an early lead. Weekly Grocery right behind.
Let's go. Let's go. And
Click List is moving ahead. And Stimulus Check is right there with him.
Go 6!
Liquor Store Happy is going to be up here. All right. They have made the turn. There's a couple of them getting to the turn.
Go Click List.
Liquor Store Happy is taking the lead. But we got Click List going further ahead.
Ride number 6!
And then we got, it just made the turn. And we got Wally World just right there with Weekly Grocery.
Come on, number 1.
Wally World.
And we've got, and Test, Test, Test just made the turn.
6!
I love this.
Click List is taking a lead.
Yeah, go Click List.
Go number 6!
Stimulus Check's not far behind.
Come on, Click List.
Wally World's coming up.
Oh,
Baby, go!
And we've got, and we got one making a run for it. We're coming down to the stretch.
Go 4. 6. 4.
Well, we got 5. Test moved up.
Go Click List.
Oh, they're coming close. It's going to be a close one.
Go 4.
It's going to be a very close.
Go, baby, go!
4.
And our winner is Stimulus Check. Stimulus Check comes in. Oh,
This is great.
So Stimulus Check came from the back and was ridden by Patrick Day.
Yay!
So
Denise, I wouldn't have believed that. I really wouldn't.
that
Those
was
are
not
good
what I
odds.
expected at all. So, we're these jockeys make it interesting, I have to tell you. Now, we're now back with Theo. What are you up to now? I know you're getting your exercise today, buddy. Have you come back, Theo?
I am back, Denise. Here I am in the infield, in the paddock. I get confused where I'm at. Whew. Since this race is the cooking claiming race, we are brought to you by Duncan Hines, which makes these beautiful brownies right here. So let's go ahead and eat one of these. There's some good brownies. Give me a second. I'm here with the owner of Brooks Baking. What made you decide to put this horse in this particular race, sir?
When Brooks Baking is in the race, she cooks rock solid and has what it takes to win the race.
Do you have an opinion on any other horses in this race?
They can all go down the loser stream.
And I have to ask you, did you try one of these delicious brownies?
I am here to pump you up with brownie.
Those are delicious brownies, okay? Back to you, Denise.
I'm looking at your picks, Mark. Who do you think will come in first? Cabin Fever, 20-second hand wash, Zoom, or Brooks Baking?
Well, I've got a lot on Brooks Baking right now because, she's like the owner said, she's rock solid on that baking stuff. You know how that goes.
What do you think about N95 mask, flatten curve, or work from home?
Well, you got to have them, but I don't think they're going to win the race.
All right. I think Zoom is a fast horse. I like that name. It has good odds and seems to be fast. I love that music. All right. So we're up to the next race, 6 home cooking claiming race, sponsored by Duncan Hines. It's 1.5 furlongs. And our first horse is coming out now. Here is Cabin Fever, ridden by Reagan Garcia. Number 2, Work from Home with Brittany Spears. Number 3 is Alternate Learning, ridden by Taylor Lannery. Number 4 is Takeout King, ridden by Cole King. Number 4 is a little bit on the slow take there. Okay. Number 5, we have Flatten the Curve with Kennedy Court in the irons. Number 6, we have 20-second hand wash, written by our favorite Patrick Day. Number 7 is N95 face mask, written by Steve Cawthon, who came out of retirement. And number 5 is Silent Enemy.
What number 8?
Oh, I'm sorry. Number 8 is Silent Enemy, written by James Cannon. Number 9 is Zoom, written by Logan Jackman. And of course, we've got Brooks Baking, written by Sloan Peterson. So let us get the horses in the gate, and we'll be ready to run this 1.5 furlong race. Okay. Got it.
Taylor, you can unmute.
Denise?
Yeah?
Oh, because you couldn't hear us. We were saying things. I think the race is illegal. Y'all are running the same horses over and over. They all look alike.
They're probably tired by now.
And anyway, I know you couldn't hear us because Grandy tried to recall on that Plumber's Helper because he says he thinks Plumber's Helper got bumped, which made it illegal.
You know, that'll have to go to the officials. I'm not the official. I'm just a reporter.
Excuses.
Down.
All right,
Everybody
let's
always
go.
lays the blame on somebody else.
Okay, I unmuted you, Ann.
Oh my God.
So 20-second hand wash starts out fast.
Yeah, let's go. 20-second hand wash.
And then we got Flatten the Curve right up there with them.
Woo!
Yeah.
Hey, what?
You want a truck? I put the truck
And now we got the N95 face mask.
Oh, this is ball backwards.
Woo!
And they're, oh wow, we've got a bunch of them up there in the lead.
As long as I'm running
Zoom is going up. Zoom just took the lead.
Yeah.
Zoom is in the lead at this moment. So they're coming up to the curve.
Oh, okay.
Coming up to the turn. Brooks,
Come on, Sex.
Okay.
Everything's a mountain now.
okay, we now have Flatten the Curve in the lead.
Come on, Zoom. Come on.
Yay!
And they're all bunched together.
Oh, we're still on. No, 6.
Yeah.
1240. Injured himself. So bad.
Unfortunately, alternate learning's in the back.
Where's he?
Out of there.
4 is
Fever.
1, 1, and 3's 2. So we've got Cabin Fever and alternate learning in the back right now, along with Brooks Baking and Flatten the Curve. Or no, Flatten the Curve's up there. 20-second hand. Or, Takeout King. Flatten the Curve's just right behind Takeout King.
Rock for the occasion, Brooks Baker. Go.
Oh, they're only running them once.
And Silent Enemy just, okay.
Be anything, are they?
No?
Okay.
Let me get Pop 80.
What's going on with the race?
All right, now we got them all.
Come on, go this way. We'll get Pop 80.
Yeah. All right. Everybody's into the turn except for number 1, which is Cabin Fever. Apparently, they don't want to come out of their cabin.
Oh my gosh, y'all
Oh,
see
we've
this.
got Work From Home taking a good lead. But Nine's making a run for it. That's Zoom.
Bud, 20-second hand wash.
Come on, Zoom.
Zoom.
Number 6.
And 5 just now took the lead.
Come on, 6.
Come on, 6.
So we got Den Face Mask coming up.
Come on, Takeout King.
Come on, Zoom.
And our winner is number 4, Takeout King, ridden by Paul King.
Hey.
That was an exciting long race. We need to fix that.
Exciting.
Well, it was kind of exciting there. That was a long race, but not as long as the next one. The horses in the next race are going to be have to be in good shape to make the distance. We're going back to Theo in the infield once again. What is happening now out there, Theo?
Well, Denise, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I know you're not going to believe this, and he's coming around soon, but there's a man that's been running out here. There's been a man running around here on a T-Rex. And I know we've heard about bull riding, but I don't think we've ever heard about T-Rex riding.
Oh, what's it?
So, give me a second.
I thought they were extinct.
Yeah, you and I both, but apparently not. They're green, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah! Here he is now. Let me see if I can catch up with him real quick. Yeah! Sir! Sir! Why are you riding this T-Rex?
I've had Corona and bourbon, and it is a great combination. Giddy up, Rexy! Yeah!
Well, Denise, I think he's giving Rexy.
Woo! Yeah!
I couldn't hear. I can't hear that last statement, Theo.
What?
I'm a
I couldn't hear
giraffe!
the last statement.
Yeah!
Yeah, so apparently he's been giving Rexy a little bit too much of that fire water, if you know what I mean.
Well, do you have a favorite in this epic race today coming up?
Oh, yes, I do, Denise. My favorite is drinking bourbon. The reason I like drinking bourbon is because it tastes good. And as well as Carol Baskins is on that horse, and she's a killer jockey, if you know what I mean.
Thank you, Theo. I heard there's a lot of competition between 5 o'clock Andy and Drive Through Church. What do you think, Mark?
Oh, they're always butting heads.
Well, what do you think about Takeout Tuesdays?
Oh, Takeout Tuesdays, it's a possibility. That's one of my favorites. The jockey's pretty good. That Taylor Landry's, that's a pretty good jockey. I could bet on that one.
What about We'll Get Through This?
Oh, we have to get through this. There's no doubt about it.
Okay. And I know that you like drinking bourbon, the horse, not the drink, although I do believe you like to drink as well. What is your opinion?
Smooth.
Theo, we just got breaking news about vaccine. What is going on?
Well,
back up a little, Theo. Back up.
We haven't been able to find vaccine yet. It looks like he's going to be scratched from this race. We have something to. We feel like it has something to do with his jockey Gomer Pyle. I mean, we couldn't find him earlier, and we still can't find him now. So we don't know when it might happen.
Well, do you think that he could possibly be with Hammy?
That's a possibility in this industry. You just never know.
Okay, thank you, Theo. Mark, we're getting ready for the last race of the day. Let us hear the song we love on this glorious day. Anyone who knows the words are welcome to sing along.
The corn pops high and the meadows are in bloom as the
Bird music all the day.
The young folks roll on the little cabin floor, all merry, all happy and bright. By and by, hard times come a knocking at the door, and I hope Kentucky, good night.
Good night.
I sing it at a different tempo. What's Patrick doing? He looks like he's singing. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, is that one on?
Yeah. There's our jockey.
They're so slow. Taylor's really into it.
What is this? Crack 28.
We had Lincoln Bridge sing that for us. That's the only one we could find. All right. Oh, Mark, how do I?
They're from Kentucky.
Who?
Lincoln Bridge.
Who's Lincoln Bridge?
Yeah, they're from Louisville, I guess.
Yeah. I've never heard of them.
You haven't?
No, who's Lincoln Bridge?
They're like a musical group.
Really?
Well, the horses are coming out now. And our first horse is Chalk Rainbows. That is one colorful horse ridden by Ethel Nakatani.
He doesn't different.
Number 2 is In This Together, ridden by Kennedy Court, and we have been together for a long time. Number 3 is Get Some Exercise. I believe some people are actually doing that in the infield today, especially our roving reporter, Theo.
Come on
And
in,
that
babe.
one is being ridden by Sloan Peterson.
No, come on.
Number 4 is Wear Your Mask. A lot of people are hoping this horse makes it happen and is ridden by Cole King. Here is Peter Pandemic, ridden by our favorite Patrick Day. Number 6 is Take Out Tuesdays, and we will see if he can run on Saturdays. And he is ridden by Taylor. Number 7, We'll Get Through This, is ridden by Reagan Garcia. Then we got number 8, 5 O'Clock Andy, ridden by Britney Spears. Number 9 is Drive Through Church, ridden by Steve Cawthon. Number 10 is Social Distancing, which if this horse goes off right, he will be social distancing himself well ahead of the others. And in the irons is James Cannon. Number 11 is Drinking Bourbon, ridden by Carol Baskins. What do you think of that? Number 12 is South Quarantine, which I believe, and that is ridden by Logan Jackman. The horses are going to be getting into the gate now, and we will be starting the last race.
He got scratched, I think.
Oh, vaccine did.
Where'd
The
Gomer
last
go?
one did get scratched. Vaccine got scratched.
Oh. There's all the horses. Look
Vaccine,
at them. Look at them right there. All the horses.
This is a 2 furlong race.
Are they going to do it again?
No.
Well, they all missed it.
So, starting out in the lead is Wear Your Mask.
Go number 5.
Along with Chalk Rainbows.
No, here, you need to be on that
Take
back
Out
page.
Tuesdays is coming up.
Very back one.
No, we aren't.
Social distancing is in the lead.
Go one more. One more.
Want your helmet on
5 O'Clock Andy is up there right with number 10, Social Distancing.
Go 5.
Pandemic.
And
Come on, number 4.
we got some slow movers coming out of the track.
7 years ago.
So we got several of them in the lead here, but our main one in the lead is number 8, 5 O'Clock Andy.
Let's go in this together. Number 2.
Maybe either one on.
So we got some that are starting to move up a little bit. And number 7 just took the lead. We'll get through this. Oh, but 5 O'Clock Andy took a big lead.
Go 5.
Go 2. Go 2.
I tell you, some of these horses do not know how to social distance. They're all close together. Drinking Bourbon, move 1.
Your horse is okay. Yeah.
Go 2.
All right. And 5's making a move. All right. In the lead.
Come on, 5.
At 5 O'Clock Andy.
5 o'clock.
Go.
Andy Bashir.
Come on, Matt.
5 o'clock Andy.
Oh.
Number 8.
Well, we just said 5 o'clock. Or 8 is up there, honey. 5 O'Clock Andy just made the turn.
Ah! Come on, 2.
On Andy.
There you are.
Yeah. I saw that.
That's on Nakatani.
Oh, number 1, Chalk Rainbows is making a move there.
Hey, Chalk Rainbows, go!
Drinking bourbon.
Well, there goes Drinking Bourbon, making a good move up there. Trying to catch up to 5 O'Clock Andy.
Go number 5.
Andy.
Come on, Drinking Bourbon.
We like
Get
bourbon.
Some Exercise just made a move.
Come on,
Come on in this together.
And
Come on, bourbon.
we got number 6 in the back. Take Out Tuesday's just not doing it right now.
Let's go.
All right, we've only got one turn.
Come on, two.
Come on, Bourbon.
Come on, two.
Come on, Matt.
Yes, she's moved up.
Come on.
Go
And we just
two.
had the turn made by In This Together.
Oh, hell.
Where is it?
I didn't think he was running today.
No, you want Chalk Rainbows. That's your horse.
Oh.
Go.
Yeah, all right.
Social
I saw
distancing is
Sherry
not
earlier.
getting in there. They're
This is a long race, isn't it?
and self-quarantine's coming up.
Keep hitting him.
Go social.
And age 5's just now
Come on,
making the turn.
Bourbon.
Go together.
More Bourbon.
Go Chalk Rainbows. Whoa, get some exercise.
5 o'clock Andy is in the lead.
Come on, Bourbon.
And number 10, social distancing is making the turn.
And
12
none
is
of the
over by there.
checks have never made it to the
12
finish
is
line.
making a good run for it. Self-quarantine is coming up. Wait a minute.
Some said those
Go two.
Go, baby, go.
Come on, Mass. Come on. Where's number 4?
12 he moved. I think it was 10.
Come on, Whippy.
10, that's fine. Okay, we're good. Go. Let's go.
Go two.
Horses.
Go one. Go one.
Chalk rainbow.
Well, 5's making a run for it against 10. 5 o'clock Andy.
Get on in this together.
In
And
this.
take out Tuesday.
Go, Bourbon.
Chalk Rainbows made a good come, made a turn. But 5 o'clock Andy is coming down to the stretch, man.
Ah! 5 o'clock Andy's in the lead. Coming in the stretch.
But like in real life, they flip though.
I want you to.
This is great.
Go,
Well,
Bourbon.
drinking bourbon just made the turn.
Oh,
Yeah, number 9 in the back. Drop your torch just as
too
he
much
did it.
bourbon.
Come on, Bourbon.
Carol, your horse had too much bourbon.
Well, I haven't had enough.
Yeah,
Too
you
much
feel
bourbon.
bad, but you didn't have
Not
no
enough
mint or no
bourbon.
julep.
Come on in this together.
Come on.
Social
Go
distancing.
Go one.
Go one.
There goes number 2.
Go, Bourbon.
Come on.
Woo, woo, woo,
All right.
woo, woo.
So,
Number
we got
two.
self-quarantine moving up. 7-4.
Tony.
3's
Naked.
Working the boys are kind of busy, aren't they, getting this?
I don't know what they're doing.
We got a lot of them bunched up in the back. And our winner is 5 o'clock Andy. 5 o'clock Andy won with Britney Spears aboard.
That's a jockey.
That was a long race. That wasn't what we were expecting. I think drinking bourbon. I think Carol Baskins had too much to drink. She just wasn't getting it. And some of the others, I mean, I feel bad for Takeout Tuesdays. It was in the back. I don't know. It may still be running out there somewhere. Now we will go to the geranium garden and see the horse receive his garland. Theo?
We going to see here.
I need Theo. Are we out there yet, Theo?
Denise, we are in fact out here. I'm sorry about the fall. We just sort of need some shade. Here I am in the geranium garden.
Back up a step or 2.
You can't see me?
Yeah, back up. There we go.
There we go. Can you see me now?
Yes, we can.
Here we are in the Duranium Garden, where I have the winner, Downtown Brown. Downtown Brown, here you go. Your horse running epidemic portions, isn't it?
Yes. I'm a little hoarse right now, but I'm doing great. Woo! Yeah. Yes.
There you
yes.
have it, Denise. He's in good spirit, it seems. He's won lots of money. He's very happy. Hopefully we never have to do this type of race again.
Thank you, Theo. Well, if we do, I'm sure that all of us at WDMTT will be prepared to do it again. Thank you to my co-host and handicapper, Mark. This has been a wonderful day to work with you. Thank you to our viewers, who we hope will join us again for another race if there is one. And that's our races for tonight.
Yay!
Yay!